think we're good. We're pretty much good, I think. I need to put a shirt on. What you want, boy? What you want? What you want, boy? Oh, you're second off. You're super cute. You're shy. Pretty shy. I'm also hungry. Okay, so minus joking is what you doing, boy? So yeah, as you might have saw, we have a special guest today in the form of a dog that can't stop like going after another dog. And there he goes again. What the fuck is he doing? Is he what the bloody hell is he doing? The bloody hell you doing, dog? You old black and shit, nigga. I love you. I love you. Mwah. And there he goes again. Today I'm going to talk about Dust and Elysian Tale. Dust and Elysian Tale is... Oh, wait a goddamn second. I cannot have the perfect angle now, can I? Oh, look at that. It's pretty beautiful. So yeah, today I want to talk about Dust and Elysian Tale. And yes, this is another review, so I didn't do my intro correctly. Hello everyone, my name is OTG3, and today I'm going to talk about Dust and Elysian Tale. A matured style bit. What the fuck? I don't understand these beasts correctly. Anyway, so yes, Dust and Elysian Tale is a wonderful game. What the fuck? These dogs, god damn it. God damn it. Yeah, Dust and Elysian Tale, incredible game. Honestly, I do have a few issues with the game, but as for now, I've completed the game 2 times, one on normal and the other on hard difficulty, and both of them times I've completed 113% of the game, which is like find all the treasures, do everything basically, and it's a wonderful Metroidvania style of game. It's everything I wish a new Metroid 2D Metroid game would be, but with more of an action RPG style to it. And well, it rings the bell of a Castlevania game, a 2D Castlevania game, out of Symphony and stuff. And it's like I said, it's everything I want in a game like this. It's got tight controls. There's a lot of mobility. You got a lot of agility. You got great weapons, accessories, armor you can equip. You know, you can do the craziest shit. Like, there's an ability in the game where if you press the middle button on the mouse, you basically activate an ability where your little friend is just like spitting out fireballs or electricity, chains of electricity, or either just weird bubbly thing, I don't know how to call them. And basically you can activate it in succession with another ability that you have, which is called the Dust Tornado, I believe. And basically this allows you to like swing your weapon around, covering a wide area of range, and can deal minor damage to enemies while doing so. But what you can do is, in combination with this attack where you shoot kind of fireballs from your fidget friend, as she's calling the game Fidget, you can do some pretty sweet thing. Like, you can activate this in concussion and create like a giant screen nuke. Well, although it's not exactly a screen nuke unless you're like at the end of the game, although it's a pretty overpowered ability. And I really just love this game for everything it does. From a gameplay standpoint, it has very, very fun mechanics. It has a great layout on the map, and it has beautiful diversity. It's probably one of the most beautiful indie games I've seen in like quite a bit, actually. I'm not one to usually play a lot of indie games, but the thing like Dust and Elysian Tale just blows me away with particle effects and the environment and stuff. Like, there's a part in the game where you're like in high mountains and stuff like this, and sometimes, not all the times, you can get a blizzard effect. Although it's hard to see, it's very beautiful to look at. It's got a lot of particle effects. The sounds are crunchy, snappy, it's quick and it's effective, and it's satisfying as all hell. Like, executing combos is just so damn good, and the swipe sound with the sword is just so beautiful. It makes me think a little bit about Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, which is a game that most people have controversy about, but I really love this game for what it does in gameplay standpoint. So it's just that swing sound effect when you hit something and just go, it's so damn perfect, and it's great, honestly. Like environments, like I said, just outright beautiful. It's very beautiful. I believe it's a 2.5. Zach, goddamn dogs. Alright, I'm back. What was I talking about? Yeah, I was talking about 2.5D isometric. Yeah, I believe like the engine of the game is like 3D sprites put into environments, and since everything is as like this, not profound, but like this image, like it's I don't know how to say it, but it's really, the 3D effect really pops out in some models, and as you see in some text, in some dialogues in the game. Zach, I think he's good. So yeah, it's 3D sprites looks incredible in this game. It works insanely well with what it's supposed to be, and it just really shows how great and detailed it is. Like even threes that you'll see, the threes in graves that you can see in the backgrounds looks very three-dimensional, and it works insanely well. And I wouldn't even begin to think how it would look in actual 3D. Like if this game was in 3D, it would look insanely good. Like, I can't even imagine about it. Although it may be a maze. A hell of a maze about this. Although there is a few things that actually threw me off in terms of elements. First off, it's very cliched environments. I mean, a mountain, a volcano, a graveyard, a forest, and it's not like aesthetics actually change in between areas. Like if you go to a certain room, you actually get to another areas. Of course, there's variation, like in graveyard. If you go lower on the map, axis, like if you go lower on the map, you will eventually end up in a cave, and that's great. But for most of the areas, it usually stay with the same aesthetics. Like there's a few exceptions, like I said, but it's very non-varying in that situation, and it's kind of cliche about this. All the rest of the presentation, absolutely beautiful. It's presented with such a slick look at it, and it's very, very, very eye-popping. It's a good choice of colors, it's a good choice of elements, of just how it's made in terms of models and everything. Just really so pretty, and it has a beautiful atmosphere with not exactly a memorable soundtrack, but a damn, again, atmospheric one in this, and thus it really makes me think more of a Metroid game than a Castlevania. In the gameplay aspect, I see more of a Castlevania kind of symphony or something like this, and when I look at everything that comes to graphics, presentations, even the story element, some of it at least, really makes me think of a Metroid game, and I just really love it because of this, since I'm a fan of both series. Now, a thing that one of my issues with this game, the story mode. Well, the story in general, I should say, because, like I said, it's a Metroidvania style game, so you explore as well as you go along the story. Story is generic and, for the most part, uninteresting. It's pretty cliche. It's just a character that has amnesia. The way that it's done, like they mix the characters and gives backstory to both of them, saying like this character has a potential of this and this character has a potential of this, and then we're just gonna mix things up a bit and everything. I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, like there's characters and it just kind of creates something new with it, and that's interesting for the most part. But the fact that your main character, Dust, is amnesia, he goes through and then see loves one that, you know, have lived a terrible event recently, and then suddenly just comes along he looks like the guy that they're looking for, and you know, stuff like this. It's very cliche. Although, like I said, most of the characters are fun, but I don't take them seriously. The award are for most interesting character, or at least the most fun one, is without a doubt Fidget. Fidget is your companion since the beginning of the game. Like I said, that she would like bowls of fire or chains of electricity, and something that you can combine with the dust ability. And this character is just great with her quip, her fun, and she's also wise in some occasions. And she gives really loose perspective that I just really love with this character. And it's just really fun to look at. Although everybody else, cliche, do not care at all. And I do have some complaints about the voice actors. For the most part, it's fine. The rest of the time, it just comes up weird, awkward, and just a bit, you know, out of place with the tone of the voice and how it's performed. I don't have that much problem with the rest, just how it feels toward this specific point. Now the rest of the game is absolutely, like I said, fucking unbelievable. Mechanics works insanely well with the terrain. You can like buy upgrades, and there's a system where you can sell materials so that the guy, you know, the shopkeeper will get, will try to look for the materials that you sold to him, so we get more materials so we can craft more items with it. And there's plenty of things like this. So I believe it's so great. My only issue when it comes to combat, which is more like a nitpick because you can parade every enemy, is that you don't have a specific block attack. And I mean, for us, it's fucking unbelievable. And as for one person that usually not like playing with a keyboard and a mouse, unless it's an RPG or something, this, for an action-adventure game, works insanely well with the keyboard and the mouse. Like, interacting the button commands and everything just works really well, because it's a simple system that can expand to not necessarily very complex fighting, but just really great, not great, but smooth fight. It's something so simple that can be so smooth at the same time, since you can chain your attacks. You can do a left click, which is basically a normal attack, then a right click to do like an uppercut in the air, and then swirl around with the tornado dust, the aerial tornado dust, and then combine it with the fidget ability and the dust ability at the same time, so you create like I said, this kind of screen nuke, and then you can just come down with a swipe down and then glide away, and then swipe away, doing a down attack, and you can just smoothly go through all the terrains in every enemy. Although that comes at a price, the game is fucking easy. I've beaten the game on its hardest difficulty without a sweat. There are some occasions, by some occasions I mean the graveyard section of the graveyard area of the game, which is the only one I actually have trouble with for whatever reason. Everything else is a fucking breeze. In total, my playthroughs, I've died maybe 15 times, and most of it was because of environmental hazard, which is like in the mountain there's icicle spears that comes down and just hurts you. Because every enemy hurts you like a bitch. Because either your defenses are overpowered as hell, or your defenses are complete shit. Like, the balance between the two is very finicky. Like, sometimes you get maybe at the beginning of the game, and secondary game, these giant enemies that there's no way you can actually beat without parading them first, so you raise them and then you can attack them for massive amounts of damage. At this point of the game, you maybe have 500 points of health. What happens is, if you get hit, which the timing is quite, tiny, you get they like almost kill you. They can take 200 or 300 points of damage off you, which is an insanely high number. all things considered, but you can get killed very easily, and if you like upgrade your defenses one level higher and then suddenly they hit you for like not even 100 points of damage, so it's very finicky in that regard. Everything else though, absolutely beautiful. Enemy designs are excellent. They're needing some thinking at some points, especially at the end of the game, which is like parading enemy will not automatically daze them, so you need to evade, dodge, jump in the air, aerial attack and everything. Just really great in terms of that. I wish though there would be a sequel about this game. I don't think there's gonna be a sequel, but I wish it will get a sequel of this game. Because for every problem that I have with this game is usually solved with a second installment. They could get a better story since the character is more founded now. They could improve on some of the game mechanics, on the defaults of the level up system, which I believe you're either fucking overpowered or weak as all hell, and you know, switch on things like this and make the game harder, because the game hardest difficulty I don't have any problem with it. Like seriously, I get to the end of the game, I'm like level 30 or something, and I can take the final boss. And I mean, the final boss hits hard, but if you dodge, if you do your fidget stack, you won't have any trouble. But yeah, it's a game with insanely good mechanics, how it's done. You get so much agility with very, very smooth and slick fighting with astonishing presentation. And this game went through the summer Steam sale recently. I bought it for $4. I cannot recommend this game enough. Even if it returns to its original price of $15, which I believe it did since the Steam summer sale is over now. Well, not over, but it's special for this game. I mean, it's still unbelievable. If you're a fan of any kind of Metroidvania type of game, you will love this. Action RPG 2D types of guy, you will love this. It's just really good. Play it, not for a story, but how well the gameplay does. God damn it, I want to sneeze. I can't. Oh god damn it, cereals! A game that I wouldn't rank as high as some critics did, because I have many issues that enter slightly what was simple yet fun. And it kind of breaks the pace at some points, but even that, I mean, it's great. Some of the critics have given it 9.5 out of 10, and I can definitely see why they're having so much fun. I just don't see him being, you know, ranked this high. If I have to give it a score, it'd most likely be an 8 or 8.5, just because of the pace-breaking moments and stuff, and the story isn't that good, but everything else, I mean, fucking incredible. So, go buy this game, I tell you. Even if it's $15, I feel like it's worth it if you actually like this type of game. My opinion though, many people disagree with it. So I think that's about it. Anyway guys, my name is Elysian, and I'll see you all next time.